In Rome, the book Salvador Canals, a biography, 1920 to 1975, was presented. It is a story about one of Saint Josemaría Escrivá's closest collaborators at the beginning of Opus Dei. He was one of the first members to leave Spain and arrived in Rome in 1942 to write his thesis on cinema copyright. Salvador Canals was ordained a priest in 1948. He worked as an expert for the Second Vatican Council and was an auditor of the Roman Rota.
Vemos el Concilio Vaticano II.
We see him in the Second Vatican Council, in which he is an expert. We see his role in the birth and development of secular institutes. We also see his important role in the tribunal of the Roman Rota, of which he was an auditor. He was also the author of Aestheticism Meditated. It is a book offering spiritual advice and has sold hundreds of thousands of copies. Salvador Canals worked intensely for many years until the end of his life in Rome in 1975.
Merece la pena leer este libro porque
It is worth reading this book. This is because one gains a better understanding of what has been the path of the Church in this century. The readers will also gain a greater insight into the reality and nature of Opus Dei, as well as its history. It is the pulse of a biography of a life of a very interesting and very rich human trajectory. He also worked with several saints, such as Pope Paul VI and Saint Josemaría, as well as Blessed Álvaro del Portillo. The author of the book says Salvador Canals was a normal person and any Christian is able to relate to him.